Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Vietnamese government, I would like to welcome all of you, the international delegates and the Vietnamese delegates, to participate in this important conference, Payments for Ecosystem Services. The conference is held in Hanoi during the occasion when we are going to celebrate the 1,000 years history of the city. So I wish all of you effective working days in Vietnam and enjoy the stay in our city. Your conference might focus on environment issues and discussion on possible solutions in terms of policy and legal legislation on ideas to help countries and the world to protect and manage natural resources, particularly forest ecosystem, coastal and marine system, and wetlands. This will contribute to the conservation of our earth, our common house of humankind, and to prevention of disaster caused by climate change. Vietnam's government appreciates the objective and content of this international conference and is ready to collaborate with your countries, with international organizations to achieve our common goal, protect our earth from overpollution caused by industries. The conference will provide information, experience, and innovative ideas on payment for ecosystem services, also on reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation, payment for forest ecosystem services. I would like to inform you that the Vietnamese government pays a particular attention to developing and issuing policy in this area. On April 10, 2008, Prime Minister issued the decision number 380 on piloting payment system for forest ecosystem service in Vietnam. This policy has been implemented in 2 provinces, in Lâm Đồng and Sơn La, and the implementation in the last 2 years has gained success and received support from the ethnic minority groups in mountainous provinces. This serves as the foundation for the government to prepare and implement very soon a national policy in this matter. In Vietnam, most rivers start from the steep and high mountain in the north and the west and flow to the East Sea. Therefore, watersheds have important roles in protection and maintenance of water resources for socio-economic development, especially in providing water for hydropower and daily use. Vietnam has more than 3,000 kilometer coastline. Wetland ecosystem, therefore, are very important for us. It serves as foundation for sustainable development on sea-related economic sectors and coastal zones in Vietnam. Our country has also roughly 10 million hectares of wetland. This area is important for agricultural production and food security of the whole country. Most of the wetland with mangrove forest has high biodiversity values. Therefore, the forest in Vietnam has important function and high value for environment, national ecosystem, biodiversity, economy, and the society. The government of Vietnam has realized that forest protection and conservation have to be linked to poverty alleviation, socialization of forest protection. This will attract investment for forest protection too. Based on this notion, the Vietnamese government has issued the policy on payment for forest ecosystem services. This is very important forestry policy of the government. We also recognize that forest protection and development forest ecosystem protection, biodiversity and national landscape are greatly use value of forest environment. Those use value could and should be provided as services to users or individuals, companies and organizations in the society using and benefiting from their services should pay to the service provider. So the policy on payment for forest ecosystem service is a way to create market for forest ecosystem service in Vietnam. It helped bring the forest sector in Vietnam on a right track, complying with the market economy, creating forest value for socio-economic environment, biodiversity and landscape, and so contributing to sustainable development. At the same time, the policy on payment for forest ecosystem service identified financial mechanisms to facilitate the establishment of markets for ecosystem service. Effort made by our government in forest protection has contributed to the global effort in protecting natural resources, prevention of forest degradation, and negative impact of climate change, where Vietnam is one of the most like its country in the world. After 2 years of implementing the pilot policy for payment for forest ecosystem service, positive results and important experience have been gained. The policy has received wide agreement and support from different administration levels, different sectors, and particularly from ethnic minorities and poor households. Local people have received payment from companies using the services. They understood the importance of forest protection and recognized the value of their labor invested in forest protection. Many Coho ethnic Hosa in Lac Dương district of London province asked to receive more forest area because the service received payment and it helped improve their life. The Prime Minister has assigned the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development to take the lead and collaborate with other relevant ministries to develop and to implement a new decree of payment for forest ecosystem service nationwide. This is a very important legal document expressing the determination of our government in sustainable economic development, environment conservation and poverty alleviation. The draft of the decree is completed, as Minister told me 5 minutes ago. He had to submit this draft to Prime Minister. So I believe in next 3 weeks we will be so far to have the first national policy framework on that matter.